You saw there the penalty was drawn by Kincaid as they rushed to the puck in the corner. And now 4-on-4 with the faceoff coming all the way down the ice as Trey Funk will try to win it back to Giampa. It's in his feet. Still can't get it. They're all scrambling for it, and eventually it's taken away by Owen Nolan. And then he'll get a return pass behind his net. So already 4 penalties have been called in this first period of action, so a little more open ice to work with as we get into the fourth quarter of the first period, if you will, as Patterson for the Griffs will skate it forward as they have just about 10 more seconds before they're joined on the ice by Grant Porter. Puck taken away on the near wall by Nick Hong. He skates out towards center. Giampa tried to muscle it away from him, but Hong is able to guide it in right on Robertson. And now Canisius, for the first time today, heads to the auto collision and glass power play. Patterson had to spin away from Hong, who continues to hound him all the way down the ice. Now Giampa will stop inside Army territory, and he immediately is met by Sacco, but spins away. Giampa cuts to the high slot, still with the puck before dropping it off. Stretch pass for Rasmussen is redirected high, and now he'll spin it up the wall towards Decker. Decker to Bud. Haskins now off the bench for Canisius. One-timer by Decker, turned aside by Zari. Far wall now, Grant Porter out of the box for Canisius, finds Haskins. He takes a shot that's blocked. Backhand towards the blue line, is able to escape out to the neutral zone, and Canisius is going to have to regroup. Decker in over the blue line, ahead for Rasmussen on the backhand, now spins up the wall to Decker. Bud at the blue line, return pass for Decker. Now Porter sent it in front off the post. Rebound right there off the leg of Rasmussen and sent to the blue line, but not out. Bud, Haskins, touch pass for Porter. Sends it on goal, they score! Cash Rasmussen cashes in the first goal of the game, and his first goal of the season puts the Griffs up top 1-0. With him off the ice now, Canisius heads to the power play. They've got just over 30 seconds left of auto collision glass power play time as Colella drops off Giampa. Quick pass as Payne will settle it down on the far wall. He waits, takes a shot, he scores! Dominic Payne, his second collegiate goal, and the freshman from British Columbia has knotted us up at 1 on the power play. Right now, 20 saves is what is on the official stats for Robertson. And of course, those always get adjusted based on what the film is, as Giampa looking for another shorthanded chance. He chips it ahead, trying to beat Patterson with speed. Instead, he stops, gives it to Payne. He scores! All Golden Griffins so far, and Giampa feeds Payne to make it 5-0. Up the near side, Porter behind Haskins, who will lose control of it, now into the zone, fired immediately on net by Porter. Canisius will use this opportunity to change, and Wegner of Army goes ahead, and Decker lays him out. Kadzi, Haskins, Cicero, and Cooper Haar right now with Jackson Decker and Jack Budd. Bud's gonna have to race for it along the wall. He had a moment to keep it in, and he will. Touch pass for Kadzi. He leaves it off for Decker. Back to the point for Bud. Bud, far side, Cicero winds up, scores! What a rip from Alec Cicero! And the hometown kid has his second of the year. And on the power play, Canisius is back within 2. As they battle for it in the corner, it's flipped around to the other side. Backhand to the point for Ahern. Tried to flip it in, glove down by Giampa. Canisius trying to work forward with speed. Dropped off for Tar. He walks in, takes a shot off the post. Decker now with it below the goal line. Fed it out front. Giampa couldn't get a handle on it. Decker comes back to play the 2-on-1. Ahern with Hoskin. Takes the shot, he scores! Trevor Hoskin, the Calgary Flames prospect and the rookie leader in assists, puts a goal on the board and puts Niagara back in the lead with just 3:10 to go.
I'd like to see a replay.
Sacred Heart able to take it away. Feed it to the point, though. Payne keeps it in. Tar settles a bouncing puck, gives it right back to Payne. He walks towards him, sends a short pass. Tar spinning away from pressure that Driscoll's applying in the corner. And now the puck slowly is going to find its way to Mateo Giampa. He's got pressure at the blue line, leaves it off for Payne. Payne tried to send a shot on. That was blocked well and immediately set down the ice. And so Bonastiel's going to go play it, and Canisius makes a wholesale change. First player in, though, is going to be Gundarah for Sacred Heart. Bud gets the pass from his freshman goaltender, and now he'll stop behind the net with 45 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Stretch pass, Hoskins near side, a little bit of space to work with. He takes a shot, rebounds there. Oh, what a save from Gundarah. Hello, goodbye. That puck's in his glove, and it might stay there the rest of the night. It is embedded so deep in that webbing. Essentially 89 seconds of power play time here for the Spartans before period number 1 comes to a close, as Cody Chavon will head to the box and put Canisius on the Delta Sonic penalty kill for the first time here today. The face-off, Wanda Basgal at the point. Far side, one-time rebound in front of the net. Third opportunity, fourth opportunity, and a 5th save in a row from Petter Wickstrom. Far corner, Chavon took it away from him momentarily. Tar had that one redirect up the wall, and Hoskins helped him out. Now he'll skate in. Makes a move towards center ice, has it bouncing on his backhand again, can't settle it. And as a result, Sacred Heart takes it back away, and here comes Trudeau. Trudeau in with a little bit of space, trying to cut to the front of the net. Backhand save, second chance at it, they score! Reed Pabich follows up the loose puck, and Sacred Heart opens the scoring. They're up 1-0. And another ricocheting puck sees a 3-on-1 opportunity here for Niagara. Rollison had it on the near side, and Trey Funk came back to redirect the pass. Now out in front, and Niagara ties it right back up. Lars Rodne, and his 9th goal of the season in the high slot. For the second time today, a Niagara sharpshooter has buried it. A look at the waterfront in downtown Buffalo. Most of that water is definitely frozen. And to be honest with you, most people driving in their cars along the Skyway there are also a little bit frozen as well, as temperatures dipping into the teens here on this cool Friday evening. Thanks for joining us here on FloSports and the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network. My name is Vinnie Christiano III, alongside Howard Simon, Pat Malacaro. Again, between the benches, we will get a chance to hear from him at the media timeout of this second period. Teams flip sides here for the second frame. Canisius now going right to left in their home white uniforms. New this season for the Golden Griffins. Purple Eagles in their road purple uniforms going left to right. Griffs able to clear the puck out of their own zone much quicker in this period than they did in the previous one. Kadzi, meanwhile, gets a turnover at the blue line. Far side pass, one-timer, they score. The Western New York native Alec Cicero puts the Griffs in the lead 31 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, an opportunity after the turnover, and the opposite of period number 1, where Niagara came out and got on the board in the first minute. Kadzi jumps on that puck. Nice job by Cicero on the weak side to get himself A, open, B, in position to take that quick shot. Perfect feed, great setup, great finish, and what a way to start the second period for the Griffs. I was going to bring up, like, the late goal. Does it carry over for Niagara? Does it bump Canisius up, get him buzzing a little bit, but you're in the locker room for 15 minutes? Well, Canisius looks good so far.
Technically 2 goals in 33 seconds for the Griffs. Wickstrom turns a shot aside from Niagara as they go back on the attack the other way, as meanwhile Oliver Tar races back into Niagara's end. Murray has to leave that off for Ott. Cole Kadzi, of course, 2 points in 33 seconds as well. He is credited with the goal that ended that first period and the primary assist on that most recent Canisius tally.